We can all agree that accessories are essential for a good VR experience. And this is even more true for the Quest headsets. Today I want to speak about the Kiwi design K4 Boost battery headstrap and the G4 Pro controller grips. I received these accessories at no cost for the purpose of this review, but you can rest assured that I will share my honest and unfiltered opinion. Without further ado, let's get started with unboxing. First, we have the K4 Boost battery headstrap. After a first fight with the box, the first thing we see after it's open are the two parts that compose the headstrap. The first one has the pads that will make contact with your head. They feel soft and cool to the touch. Next, we have the frame, which holds the most important element, the battery. Here you can see the knob which will help you adjust the size, and the cable that will send the current to the headset. I forgot to show it here, or more exactly, I didn't find it at the time, but the USB-C charging port is at the bottom of the battery behind the knob. To connect the two parts, you just need to align them according to the letters that appears on them and press until you hear a clicking noise on both sides. And it's done. Now all that remains is to connect it to the headset. First, you will need to get this part of the strap through the headset, and for this you will need to take down the face interface. This is the most stressful part of the process, but with a little patience and a steady hand, it should work somehow. Next, you will chase the clicking noise 2 times for each part of the headstrap, and here it is in all its glory. We will speak more about it after unboxing the grips as well. The G4 Pro controller grips come in a compact box with a Made for Meta logo in the upper right corner. If you want to know details about what it means, you can read the text on the screen right now, but basically it tells you that Zuckerberg gave a thumbs up to these accessories, recognizing them as one of the best for the Quest headsets. First, we see the grips for the two controllers, and in a smaller box, we find the battery covers. Later, I discovered that there were also some spares for the bands meant to help you extract the battery more easily. Normally, this should go under the battery, but I'm too lazy to extract the battery right now, so I will just hide it inside the grip. I fit it in my hand and it's done. The same applies to the other one. Now everything is ready for the fun part. It's time to test them in some games for a couple of days. After that, I will give you my opinion about this product.
2000 years later.
Let's start with the headstrap because I have more to speak about this one. Starting with the positives, is a comfortable and well-balanced headstrap that will definitely make your VR session more enjoyable than the stock strap the Quest comes with. The battery will give you between 2 hours and 15 minutes to 2 hours and a half, even when using the Quest Optimizer app for better visuals in standalone VR games. For PC VR games, I only got an average of around 1 hour and 45 minutes using the virtual desktop app and 2+ hours using Steam Link. The headstrap also has the dual boost charge feature, meaning that if you have a power adapter that can provide more than 18 watts of power, both the headset and the strap can be charged simultaneously. I only have an 18 watts power adapter, but on the website they promised that with a 45 watts adapter, you could charge to 100% both the headstrap and the headset in 2.5 hours. In my case, it first charged my headset, and after reaching 100%, it started charging the headstrap as well. For the negatives, I will mention how the battery is integrated with the headstrap. If you deplete both the headsets and headstrap's battery, you can't replace the latter with another one, so your only choice is to stop playing and put them to charge. Depending on how much you usually play, this can become a problem. And a more personal negative point is the position of the USB-C charging port. I will like its position to be at the top of the battery to facilitate easier access without the need to lift the headstrap from the table. Right now, that position is reserved for the battery power indicator, but I believe this one could easily be placed somewhere else on the strap. Now let's speak about the controller grips. For the positives, we have how comfortable they feel in the hand and how well they keep the controller secured even in dynamic games like Beat Saber. I didn't encounter any tracking problems caused by the translucent ring. And compared with other grips, if you set them up correctly, not like how I did it during the unboxing, you will have an easier time changing the batteries than with other grips or even with the stock battery covers. As for the negatives, if you happen to be one of the people with bigger hands, I recommend you go for a pair of extended grips instead of these ones. This was my experience with these products. Now, should I recommend them to you? I believe the Headstrap is ideal for people who usually play between 3 to 4 hours in one session and don't want the hassle of charging both the headset and an external battery separately. As for the grips, if you don't have hands bigger than Hulk, they should serve you well. If you are interested, the K4 Boost battery headstrap can be bought from the official Kiwi design website for about $70 and the G4 Pro controller grips for around $35. I would really appreciate if you could use my referral, which can be found in the description. And with the Nokuto10 code, you could get 10% off. I hope this video was helpful if you were considering getting some new VR accessories. Subscribe for more VR content, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye!